Hello everyone, I'm Robin. Welcome to Robin Studio 21. I'm excited to share with you another project that I've made using the gingerbread forest. So if you're following along, this is Christmas in July for Paper Stash Smash. I am trying to smash through this gingerbread forest pad a Recollections pad. Also, I have the ephemera pack that I have used quite a bit of it today that I'm looking forward to showing you. So let me move these items out of the way and I'll show you what I've made. This is my Merry Noel mini album, Christmas mini album. And if you watched the first video showing what paper pads I was going to be using for the Christmas in July Paper Stash Smash, you would have saw this album. And this album, just the base of it, I made a couple of months ago. And I was so excited to fill it with paper and embellish the front of it. It was so fun to do. So let's just do a quick walkthrough of what I used to put this album together. So this album, let me just turn it on the side. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. Of course, we have both sides. But this is my front cover. I went ahead and I used some of my dies from my stash. I have this oval die that I used, 2 oval dies. I grabbed some words from my stash, the Merry and the Noel. I also used some of the pine needles and I pulled from my stash. If you watched my last video, you could see a lot of my greenery that I keep in a containery, and I pulled a lot of the greenery out from there. And I also cut a few more berries because I wanted to put some berries on the front of this. So this cute stocking is one of the ephemera pieces from the collection, from the Recollection Gingerbread Forest. So if you remember this album that I did post on the video a while back, you notice that I didn't have this spine. So one thing that I have discovered using Recollections papers, I have used it in the past, but I don't know that I ever used it for a mini album. I had this green going all the way around here. And because the Recollections paper is quite a thin paper, it's not a heavy cardstock. And so after it sat for a while on my shelf, and I had a few bits at the front where I could see, I don't even know if you can see that, but if you could see the white right there, some of the green has rubbed off this paper, and you could see the white core. I'm not sure if you can see that. So I went ahead and I put some glue on there just to keep that from continuing to wear off. And I thought, okay, it's going to be fine. But then I discovered today, after I put my front cover on and then I embellished the inside, I noticed that the side was starting to crack. So the Recollections paper was cracking, and that was again before I had this this brown faux leather on there. So when I saw it cracking, I thought, oh, there's no way anybody would be interested in this album because of that. So what I thought I would do is I would get some faux leather. I have quite a bit of faux leather in my stash. So I went through and I grabbed this brown piece and cut it just the right size. It doesn't overlap the inside because I don't think I could have folded it over the inside without it not look right. So I just did it just on the outside. So that's what I did. And I am so happy with how that turned out. I know that it's going to protect the cover because like I said, the Recollections paper was starting to crack, and I was really sad when I saw that. So right here you'll see, and this was already on here too, this lovely hand stitching with the gold. And then I just embellished the cover today. I just got finished with it, so I'm excited to show you. So let's show you the inside. So this album is really simple, very simply made. Not a lot of foo-foo going on in the inside, and it is a great album to pack all of your photos in, all of your holiday, your Christmas photos in, for your celebrations wherever you go. It's packed with room for photos. So here inside is the front cover. So the front cover, I decided to do an extra flap right here. So when you open that flap, there's a great place for an extra photo or journaling. So when I designed this album, I wanted to make an album that was great for those who have 4x6 photos. So let me grab my little photo templates. So if you just have a lot of 4x6 photos, look how perfect that will fit. So let's turn it over this way. So the 4x6 fits just right. But what if you have 3x4 photos? So if you have 3x4 photos, those will also fit in here just beautifully. So a fun way to use this album with either your 3x4 or your 4x6 photos. So as we go along, each page has a flap, and they will flap toward the upward, or they will flap either left or right. And you'll see that as we get along this album. So I have decorated each of these front flaps with a piece of the ephemera. Let's see if I can get some of the glare out of there from this shiny cardstock. So each of the pieces, but I have put in there, I left it open so that when you tuck your photo in there, when you get your 4x6 photo, you can tuck it right in there, just like that. And it will fit just fine. If you want to trim it down a little bit, it's a little bit on this corner. So even the flaps, you can put a 4x6. Or again, you can take your 3x4 your 3x4 pictures and put them in there. So, and if you want to do a bunch of little 2x2 photos, if you have those in your stash, that would work too. Adding some 2x2 pictures. So however you like to do it. So this will flip up, showing off some of that paper from Recollections from the Gingerbread Forest. And again, just showing you that you can put your 4x6 right here and 3x4s on here. So the inside pages are just cardstock, no extra ephemera pieces. So that's how these pieces fit on there, these photo pages. So let me grab my little, I'll grab this little 3x3 one and I'll show you as we flip along. So let's scoot it over. So remember the ephemera pack for this collection, this is a piece of acetate right here, trying to get rid of some of the glare. So there was acetate, vellum, and then cardstock was all of the different pieces in this collection here. So it had such a variety of paper styles. So again, you can just put your photo right underneath there, and this snowflake, it's fun because the acetate is clear. You could just put your photo underneath there. It would be really cute. So now this one will open to the left, and then you have room, try to get rid of some of the glare, to add your 4x6 photos or whatever size you desire on there. So, and then each page, you can see they mirror each other. That's how I designed them as far as the paper collection. I think that that looks really nice in an album. So we have the acetate candy cane that you can put your photo underneath there. And then again, this opens up, just, it will mirror just the opposite side of what it was already. So flip the page. Again, we have some of this mirrored cardstock with this Recollections. It's hard to keep the glare off. So I used one of the mittens from the collection, and the mitten was actually a little bit larger. It had a brown border around it. So I just cut the brown border off and then just put just the mitten right there. I thought that looked really good. And then on this side, we have the reindeer. And so again, you can just see, you can slide a photo underneath there. And then if I flip these two up, then you can see how they just mirror each other. They just look the same. It coordinates so nicely together. So turning the page, on this side, I used one of the paper holly leaf or mistletoe right there. And you again tuck a photo underneath. On this side, I used the star. And I usually did, if it was paper ephemera here, I use the paper ephemera on this side. And you've seen how I did that with the acetate. I did acetate and acetate. I thought that looked really nice together. So this is these pages opening up. And again, we have that shiny pine leaf in here. Again, this one is the same. Flipping it over, and this time we have, I'll tip it up just a little bit. Excuse me. This is the acetate pieces, and there was a heart right here. So you can see how your photo can just slide right underneath there. And then on this side, I have the gingerbread house. Now, another thing that I did with the ephemera pieces is this was a full heart, But what I did is when I put them on the edge of the paper, I just cut some of it off just so it laid nicely. Everything comes to the edge. I think pretty sure everything comes to the edge. And I did cut some of the ephemera pieces off. So I'm not sure if I showed you underneath the gingerbread house, but the gingerbread house. And then I did cut just a little bit of the gingerbread house off, just so everything just came very nicely to the left or to the right. And this is the inside when you flip up. And notice when I turn a page, I flip up, and then when I turn the page, they flip open left and right. So that's how I designed this album, and it's really fun. Really easy to put together, and you can fit so many of your family photos in it. So this is the cardstock ephemera. This is the ornament, and I'm pretty sure that the ornament had more brown around it that I cut out. I just fussy cut, so it was around. And again, you can see how I just cut off the edge so it scooches nicely over here. And then on this side, we have the holly. And you can slide your photo underneath that one. So now this time we will open from left, and then right. So, and they'll mirror each other. We have some more of that fun swirl paper with the gold foil on there. Okay, and the next page will turn open. And this is the last page right here. And I did, again, add one of the ephemera pieces, trying to get rid of some of the glare. And I just popped it right underneath there. So you left it open so that the photos can go underneath there. So, and again, if you wanted to put just a 3x4 picture on there, you could do that. and then just leave this as a decorative edge, and this can just be easily glued down if you wanted to do that. So, and this one will open up to show some of that snowflake paper, which is so fun. And this is the last page. And again, this is one of the cut aparts that I used. At the beginning was one of the cut aparts too that I added. And then I just backed it on some cardstock. So you can journal on this area, or you could add photos to this area. So, and then the back cover, just simply done. So this is my album. This is the punch that I used. Again, I have used this, I think I used it in my video that I did last time as well. And I love this one. I used the scallop. This one has the 3 corners, and I will link this below. It is found on Amazon, and I love this punch. I love the 3 different designs you get. And I used, you can see right here where I used the corner punch, or the scallop punch on that. So I will link this on there. The other thing that I will do is just to let you know that when I put this faux leather on here, I just use some Fabri-Tac. And I thought that would hold it the best because it's a little bit more of a fabric instead of just my glue that I usually use, which is the art glitter glue. But that is my Merry Noel collection, and I still have quite a bit of my gingerbread forest paper to use. I have a lot of ideas that I want to do. I probably will continue to use it all through next month as well. So I just want to work through all that paper. I was surprised I didn't get as much done this month as I was hoping to, but I'll just keep working through it. I want to get through it. I want to smash it. Even if I have to continue to smash it in August, I want to smash it. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me today. And if you have any questions at all, please let me know. I am so grateful that you stopped by my channel, but have a crafty day, you guys, and make something really fun. We'll talk to you later. Bye.